The first groups of passengers stuck on the Coral Princess cruise ship at Port Miami are heading home. They boarded charter flights at Miami International Airport late last night. They were stuck on board for weeks, but new travel guidelines have made it more difficult for some of those people to get home. CBS 4's Jessica Vallejo is live at Port Miami with the latest. Jessica.
Good morning. Well, after days at sea yesterday, many people were taken off that ship, but 8 more were taken to a nearby hospital. Now, you have to imagine these people have been on the ship since March 5th, and now with the new CDC guidelines, the ship is looking for new ways to make sure everyone is accommodated and gets home safely. Healthy Coral Princess travelers boarded charter buses Sunday night at Port Miami before heading to charter flights at Miami International Airport. Princess Cruises says only people fit to travel heading to California, Australia, and United Kingdom are leaving the ship because the charter flights are heading to those places. The cruise line says new changes to CDC guidelines prevent the cruise ship passengers from going on commercial flights and riding in ground transportation with people who are not on the ship. Passengers have been on the Coral Princess since March 5th. During their trip, it was announced there will be a suspension of cruises. Sometime after that, the port started turning the ship away. 2 people died and many others were sick. The ship says there were 12 COVID-19 cases. The county says the Coast Guard and the CDC, along with Customs and Border Protection, allowed it to dock Saturday. Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez released a video statement Sunday.
We continue to work at the Port of Miami to offload passengers and crew and get them to their homes as quickly as possible, while also helping some very sick patients get the medical care that they need.
Miami-Dade Fire Rescue confirms it helped take 8 people to the hospital Sunday. Their conditions are unknown. They also replaced oxygen tanks on the ship since the previous ones were critically low. On Saturday, the county says 2 critically ill patients were taken to Larkin Hospital and 3 others were taken to a hospital in Tampa. Late that night, the county confirms a 6th patient was taken by a private ambulance to the hospital and later died. Our news partners, the Miami Herald, reports 71-year-old Wilson Ma is the man who died. The county says his wife, Toiling, was taken to the hospital Sunday. And since then, Congresswoman Debbie Mucarsel-Powell called for a local investigation after a relative told the Herald Wilson Ma waited for hours for an ambulance. Again, a month on this ship, and it is still unclear as to when all these passengers will be able to go home. In Port Miami, Jessica Vallejo, CBS 4 this morning.